The case study I will present today involves an incident that occurred during the delivery of a crane girder loaded on the truck bed, parked at the ground floor parking area. This incident took place while using the overhead crane to transfer the crane girder to a temporary storage area in the second floor.
The opening of the machine hatch on the second floor seems too narrow. It reminds me of a similar experience in the past when we had difficulties passing through the machine hatch. To ensure sufficient lifting height, we can adjust the lifting angle to a wider angle and lift the load vertically. After passing through the machine hatch, we can then horizontally align the load at there so that we can safely deliver it. However, it seems that maintaining balance is challenging due to the uneven weight distribution. But we can manage by adjusting the angle of the load in mid-air. Also, we shall provide the shorter sling wire at one side to lift the load higher than the guardrail around the machine hatch.
As you see, in order to raise the load upright on the truck bed, slinger signaller employed a chain block to the longer sling wire side for angle adjustment, and a lever block to the shorter sling wire to prevent horizontal rotation.
Alright, we are fully prepared. Let's start now. Hoist up, hoist up, hoist up, hoist up. Lift it off, okay.
Right after the load lifted off, the slinger signaller on the ground floor ensured that the site supervisor at second floor to visually confirm the condition of the adjusted sling wire and the anti-swing lever block through the machine hatch. Therefore, it was determined that the adjustment at second floor after delivery should not be any issue.
In this condition, it seems that the load cannot pass through the machine hatch. Let us use the chain block to lift and raise the load upright. Alright, now, it should be sufficient. Alright. Load passed through the machine hatch.
The load successfully passed through the machine hatch opening from the ground floor to the second floor without any issues.
Alright. Now, let us use the chain block to lift and level the load horizontally. It's not easy to adjust to horizontal position. Let us try to lift up a bit more and see how it goes.
The lifting angle is gradually increasing. The rotation condition has returned to a state similar to the ground preparation, but it has not yet become completely horizontal. Therefore, he proceeded to lift the load further using the chain block. Due to the insufficient control of the sling wire, site supervisor wound up the chain block further, resulted to widen the lifting angle of shorter sling wire and come in contact the locking device of crane hook, then its lateral load caused damaging the locking device, detaching the shorter sling wire, finally leading to dropping of the load. Have you understand why such an accident occurred? While this video may not cover everything, several factors contributed to the occurrence of this accident. Direct factors. Upon analyzing the cause, several issues have been identified. The primary direct cause is the inadequate internal schedule management during the preparation of the project plan. Due to the lack of a mechanism for internal follow-up on the schedule dates and actual progress of the project plan, it is believed that this deficiency led to human error. As indirect factors, two significant aspects can be identified. Number 1, there were no defined hold points, or construction standards, regarding the alteration of the suspended load angle in mid-air and the slinging work that resulted in a wide-angle suspension. Additionally, there was a lack of awareness regarding the hazardous nature of the task, and the work was carried out without a specific slinging methodology in place. Number 2. During the hazardous handling of heavy objects, during the delivery process, site manager accompanied the customers on site patrols. Furthermore, the responsibilities were delegated to a deputy site manager, who was entrusted with overseeing the operation. However, due to the work area being divided to 2 floors, the work on the second floor was not properly supervised. The aforementioned factors have been examined. Let us now consider potential measure to address these issues. At first, let us consider measures to address the direct causes. In hazardous operations that requires the specific work procedures, it is necessary to develop a design plan and performance report that clearly states the plan name, creator, scheduled work date, planned creation date, expected approval date, and customer submission date. This document will serve as a comprehensive record of progress, facilitating effective communication and coordination between the field and office. The design plan and performance report is a document that the immediate superior, responsible for managing and supervising the site, reviews once a week to monitor the progress. In the event of schedule delays, the department in charge of site management will conduct a countermeasure meeting and report the results to the department head, who will then take necessary measures. In tasks where a manufacturer's supervisor is dispatched, it is important to provide a work assignment list in advance and ensure thorough communication to all the parties involved. At the daily toolbox meetings, it is essential to reinforce compliance with absolute rules through the strictly prohibited activities. As part of this process, we have introduced a new item concerning the handling of heavy objects, which is to communicate it and emphasize to all staff members on site. These are the 4 crucial items. About the measures for the indirect factors. In regards to slinging work, the following tasks should be strictly standardized as hold points within the company, and the management aspects of these hold points should be implemented in a checklist format. For slinging work, in cases involving events, such as oblique lifting, involving a change in the inclination angle of the suspended load, mid-air adjustment of lifting accuracy, and wide-angle lifting, the work shall only be carried out when a properly documented plan, accurately describing these aspects, has been approved. The execution of such work shall be managed through a work checklist. In response to the recent incident, plant construction has established number 6 item of strictly prohibited activities as measures for preventing recurrence. To prevent accidents, it is imperative that all personnel and workers involved in plant construction projects are thoroughly informed and adhere to these measures for preventing recurrence. Additionally, we must reaffirm and put into practice the fundamental principles of safety takes precedence in all aspects, and compliance with decisions and regulations. Let us urge everyone in the Meiden Group to wholeheartedly embrace these principles. Safety first.